So topic motion under gravity question. Two students carry out experiments to measure the acceleration of a free fall. In each experiment, a ball bearing is dropped through a known distance and the time is measured. Student A drops the ball bearing at this and start a stopwatch. He then stop the stopwatch when he sees the ball bearing reaches the ground. The stopwatch measure the nearest 0.01 second. That is the small least count of stopwatch. But whenever we are using a stopwatch, the minimum value, even though the least count is 0.01, but the minimum which we can record accurately is equals to the reaction time of a person. Student B uses the electronic systems and release the ball bearing, simultaneously start the timer. The timer stops automatically when the ball bearing reaches a sensor. The timer measured 0.001 second. State and explain two reasons why the method used by student B is much better than for student A. So what is the reason why student B method is much better than student A? First thing, student A is using a stopwatch, even though the nearest, the smallest, or the least count of a stopwatch is 0.01. But when we are using a stopwatch, there is a reaction time to stop the watch. But there is no reaction time in electronic system. And reaction time is normally larger than the smallest value which the stopwatch measures. So even though stopwatch can measure 0.01, but the reaction time will be much higher than this value. So the first one is the reaction time using stopwatch. But there is no reaction time in using the digital or electronic timer. That is one thing. And the reaction time will normally larger than the value which we, that is least count. The second part, when we compare the uncertainty, the percentage uncertainty. So using a stopwatch, it will have a higher percentage uncertainty using a stopwatch. Because why there is a higher percentage uncertainty? The formula for calculating the uncertainty or percentage uncertainty is a least count, the smallest value which instrument can record, divided by value recorded into 100. So least count, if we use the record the same time interval, but because the stopwatch will have a higher least count, it is measuring a higher, like smallest value which is recorded, it's larger as compared to that of electronic timer, so the percentage uncertainty will also increase.